Greetings and salutations. In today's video, we'll be focusing on value-added tax. Now, firstly, what is tax? What are we dealing with? Well, tax is a mandatory payment or charge collected by local, state, or national governments from individuals or businesses to cover the costs of general government services, goods, and activities. So it's all for a good cause. Absolutely everything is taxed. Actually, that's a lie. Not everything is taxed, but majority of things are. And in this case, this bill was originally €120. But now, because of tax, we have to increase it by 13.5%. So, let's do so. So let's write down what we know. Hello? So VAT is 13.5% of 120. That is the first thing we have to do. And in order to do this, we have to do 120 multiplied by 0.135, which is €16.20. This is the original payment, as I've mentioned. This is the amount of tax that is mandatory to add on. So all we need to do is just do 120 plus 16.20, which gives us €136.20. Actually, we are not paying €120 for this bill. We are actually paying €136.20. And that €16.20 goes to the government. In the second question, it's telling us the price of a TV is €984. If this includes VAT at 23%, find the price before the VAT is added. Okay, so we are given the actual amount. Remember how I mentioned in the first question that this isn't the actual amount we're paying. We're paying this amount. But it's the opposite here. We're working backwards. This is the amount we are actually paying. But they're asking us to find the amount before the tax was added. So the tax is already within this amount. We just have to take it away and find out how much the cost of the TV actually is. We can think of this in percent-wise. So we are told 984 is the full amount. So this would be 123%. Why? Well, think of the original price as 100%, because this is fully what the price of the TV actually is. And this is what we don't know. We don't know 100%, okay? And with tax added onto it, it is 23%. So we know that the tax is added on, but we want to know what is the actual price of this TV. So it's 100%. So 984 is 123%. Now we're going to find 1% of this and then 100%, okay? Because you can't just skip by and find 100%. No, firstly you have to build up onto what you already know. So you have to find out 1%, and in order to do so, to find 1% of this, you have to do 984 divided by 123, which gives us the number 8. Now we can find 100%. Now to find 100%, all we do is 8, our answer from before, multiplied by 100, which gives us 800. And this is the amount before the tax. Now they are telling us a device is priced at $450 before tax. If VAT is at 21%, what is the total price? As I said, this is not the actual price that we are paying. We have to increase it by 21%, so let's do so. 450 increased by 21%, you can just simply do multiplied by 0.21, which gives us €94.50. Now, this is the VAT, okay? €94.50, this is the VAT of the 450, okay? Now, we have to find out how much it is in total. So, we add on 450 to €94.50, which gives us 500 144.50. As simple as. And this is your answer. Now, to understand that this is the total after tax is simple, right? But let's just reverse this, okay? This is the original price. This is the tax. This is the total price. Let's work backwards from this. So we know that 544.50 is equal to how much percent? It's equal to 121%, because 100% plus 21% the tax. Now, we're trying to find 1%. So 1%, you would have to do 544.50 all over 121. And that is equal to 4.5. Now we have to find 100%. And 100% is just 4.5 multiplied by 100. And that is 450. Do you see? That's the original price. And then if we were to go even further, and we were to say, and if the question's asking, well, what is the tax? And you have to prove it. This is the original. This is the one added with tax. But you have to find what the actual amount of tax is. So you just do 544.50, take away 450 is equal to 94.50. See? So you can really just play around and you can see how these two methods work. They will always ask you, find the amount with tax or find the amount before the tax. Now this is the last question. A washing machine is priced at €1,722.50, including 23% VAT. And I do want to put in whatever question you do get about VAT, there will be different rates of VAT, okay? It does change every year. VAT does change every year. And allow me to make that clear, because you do not need to memorize a specific percentage of VAT, because it will always tell you in the question, is the original price before VAT. So we know that 1,722.50, this is the final amount, okay, that you have to pay. That is 123%. 100% plus 23%, okay? And now we have to find what 1% is. And like I said, how to find that is 1,722.50 all over 123 is equal to 14.41. Now we have to find 100%. So 100% would be 14.41 multiplied by 100, which gives us 1,441. And that is your answer. Now that is that. Thank you for watching.